my name is Danae Fiore. I am an archaeologist. I live and work in Argentina. I am a researcher at the CONICET, which is the National Council of Scientific and Technological Research. And I am also an assistant professor at the Universidad de Buenos Aires. I've been working on the research of the archaeology of rock art for more than 30 years. And I basically focus my research on Tierra del Fuego and Patagonia. We know that images decay with time, and we know that this decay is not happening at the same rate in every place. So decay is very context dependent. And in Blombos Cave, so far, apparently there is no rock art, at least properly recorded, but we know that they did have the knowledge to produce it. We know that they did have a good toolkit to produce it. We know that they managed a lot of pigment. So why is it that having a cave which is offering its walls to produce images, the images are not there? Is it because they were not interested in decorating the cave? Is it because they were not dialoguing with this cave in terms of placing images there and then leaving the cave and coming back to it? These kinds of questions sometimes lead us to think, well, if I cannot see any image, it's because they never made one in the walls of a cave. And that may be the case, but we are not sure about it. So why are we not sure about this? Because we cannot, as archaeologists, we cannot ascertain that something has not happened because there is no evidence about it. If we say as an assumption, and if we confirm without trying to prove it that the images were not produced, then we're making a strong statement about the cognitive abilities of these people. So if we're going to be scientific in the way we approach archaeology, one of the things that we have to take into account is that we really need to make sure that we are using the proper epistemological tools to approach evidence. So one of the questions here is it that we're using the proper assumptions when we're approaching the cave to look for the images? If the images have vanished, we need to try to find out whether we have diagnostic criteria in order to identify the traces, the signals of potential images that were displayed in these walls. So I think that the TaphArt will lead us to produce good, solid, sound diagnostic criteria to be able to potentially identify this kind of signals in the archaeological record. And in this case, I think that the combination of induction and deduction will create this very positive knowledge spiral by which at the end of the process we will know much more than what we know now.